Jai Hind to all of you. Today Vikrant of class 90 is gonna explain you about the model that we have created on the topic drought and water shortage. It is a subtopic from the topic disaster management, and I and my team members have contributed a lot in the making of this model. Sneha, Usnik, Aryan, Rajneesh, Diksha, Sonam, Laksh have contributed a lot from finding information from Wikipedia and even creating beautiful pictures that you can enjoy from the PDF that Sneha is creating. Firstly, please enjoy the overview of the model. Secondly, then I'm gonna explain you about the model. As we can see in the picture, there is a picture of the mountain with a greenish color and having clouds on the back side of it and even having greenish vegetation. This is because of the arrival of the monsoon. When the monsoon reaches the southernmost tip of our country, it gets divided into two equal parts. One enters from the western side and the other enters from the eastern side. The western enters from the Mumbai and reaches the Gujarat, Kutch and Rajasthan, or we can say even the semi-arid region, but it gets diverted due to the presence of Aravalli Hills and even due to the presence of the Coriolis force of the earth. It gets diverted from the western side to the northern side. And as we come on the other side of the mountain, we can see the yellowish color on the ground, or we can see that, or we can say also that the drought-prone area or the semi-arid region, which has not made rain for a longer period of time, and the villagers are suffering for it. They are bearing a lot of days for counting on day that on this day it will rain and they will get water to survive. We can also see that the girl is standing near a well praying for the god that the rain has not been for a longer period of time and even the well has dried up. This is because the well cannot get a lot of water from the ground because the ground level water, or we can see the water that is present under the ground, has got dried up because it has not even rained a single count, and the water that comes from rain only gets seeped down the earth and gets collected. And if it will not rain for a longer period of time, there will be no water under the ground and the well can also get dried up. That is the cause of the drying of the well. We can also see that the lady is counting grain that she has left because she knows that there is not left a good amount, or there is left only a limited amount of grain to survive. We can see that she is counting there. This year the cultivation is not good because we all know that a good cultivation of crops requires a proper amount of time, a proper amount of grain, or we can see the good quality of grains, and even requires a huge capacity of water to give. And if they don't have any food to survive, they won't be having anything to eat and they will get malnourished and they will only die, because that is only the cause if they will not get any food or water to drink or eat. Here we can see that the old granny is cursing the central government that they are not taking any better decision for the people living in the drought-prone areas or the villagers that are suffering from the worst condition, or we can say that the famines that only a simple person living in a town or cities can't live for one day. But better than cursing the government, it is the cause of the human being that has led to drastic change in the condition of the environment. We can also see that if we are drawing all the minerals from the ground, and it can lead to a worst famine, that it also lead to worst disaster. As we can see that if we are drawing minerals and water from the ground, we can see that it will lead to landslide and it will also cause the emptiness of the water that is present under the ground, which can also lead to drought. Here we can see that a man is standing and he is saying that we have to leave our hometown and we have to shift to a better place there we can survive, because he also knows that if he is gonna live for a week or even a month in this condition, his family will die and even he will die after suffering from these worst famine. He knows that there is not left a single count of grain to eat. Their water has even dried up and even his children are malnourished and they will also die from the diseases that they will get for the absence of water and adequate food. We can also see that the difference between all the vegetation we have seen in the model I have shown. We can see that there are the evergreen tree behind the on the backside of the mountain, which is due to the presence of adequate water. And we can also see that on the other side of the mountain there are the dead plants of that same category. And on the drought area we can also see that the trees which have dried up, or we can see that they are drying or even dying because of the absence of the water that they are not getting from the underground. But even I want to say that crying on petty things from the deep of my heart, I want to say that crying on petty things that we can't survive is gonna only lead to depression in your mind and even can cause your death. But if we have the will to survive, we can survive in these areas. But if we want to live a certain life, we have to move from that place and we want to take changes in our life. We can see that a family that have projected in my model, that they are counting day by day for the they are getting near the death day by day, they are counting to survive, that they are not having grain, they are not having water to survive, they are cursing the central government for the condition. And they are also saying that we have to leave our hometown. They have to be certain to some changes in their life, because without changes life is impossible. And I also know that it is the cause of only the human beings or that has led to some disasters in our country or all over the world. We can see there are tsunamis, there are wildfires all over going, there are landslides, but droughts also. There is a shortage of water. We can see that we can only conserve water to the presence of, we can only conserve water and leading a good life by using the rainwater harvesting system that you can see in the model that has been virtually made by Ustik Mandal from our team.
The best thing about the evergreen forest is that they never face drought. Jai Hind all of you. This is Sneha Tomar of class 9th D. I'm very glad to get this opportunity to speak something on drought and water shortage. So, drought is an atmospheric condition when there is scarcity of water due to the decrease in annual rainfall of an area, territory, region, or country. When there is decrease in annual rainfall as it need persist for a longer period of time, then it results in various uncomfortable position for the nature and for the living beings. Though rain is a natural phenomena to occur, so when there is any discomfort arises from the nature which disturb the life forms of the people living on the earth is termed as natural disaster. And drought is also a natural disaster as it also destroys a lot of forms. It is all because of the greediness of the people who kills a lot of trees and leads to destruction, and also because of the people who are not giving importance to the water and wasting water continuously without thinking about the people who are not having a single drop of water to drink. Now, I hand over my speech to Aryan Kumar. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.
Good morning everyone, I am Aryan Kumar of class 9th D. My content is consequences of drought. First, water scarcity. Water scarcity is the lack of fresh water resources to meet in the standard water demand. Humanity is facing the water crisis due to unequal distribution, resulting in some very wet and some very dry geographic locations. Second, depletion of the water table. The source of groundwater is rainfall, but when the water table goes down, then it is called the depletion of the water table. It is caused by the deforestation, overpumping, and the shortage of rainfall. Then third is low agricultural productivity. When there is the scarcity of water, then it disturbs the irrigation system in the fields, which affects the production of the crops in the field and low agricultural productivity takes place. Then fourth is famine. When there is low productivity of the grains leading to the shortage of the food among the people of the area which is hit by the drought. Now I would like to hand over my speech to the Sonam.
It was raining on a drought field, not from the sky, it was raining from the farmer's side. A very good morning to one and all from the bottom of my heart. It's my pleasure that I am here. Right now, I would like to introduce myself. This is Sonam of class 9D. PS Gwalior is in front of you. As Aaron has handed over his speech to me, so now it's my turn to tell you some more about our topic. I will tell you how we can contribute to avoid worst conditions like drought. Drought is nothing but the opposite of floods. Whereas in floods there is excess amount of water, and in droughts there is shortage of water. So from this statement we can conclude that water plays a major role in the cause of these natural disasters. So to prevent drought, we can follow some important steps like, first, we can minimize the deforestation as it is the main cause of drought. Second, we need to be very careful while using water to prevent ourselves from the wastage of it. Being mindful of the amount of water we use each day can be a powerful way to prevent droughts. We can choose a water efficient irrigation system such as drip irrigation for our crops. We also need to be very protective in these conditions by making our coming generation aware about the causes of drought so that they will be cautious while indulging in the activities like drought. At last, I just want to hand over my speech to Usnik, and thank you very much for giving your time.
Thank to all of you. Today I am Usnik of class 90 is going to explain the model of rainwater harvesting which I have made. First of all, please see the overview of my model. In simple words, rainwater harvesting is the collection and storing of rain rather than allowing it to flow away. In this method, rainwater is get collected from a roof-like surface and then the water is redirected into tank. Now I will tell you the 5 advantages of the rainwater harvesting. First, rainwater harvesting reduces the causes of flooding and erosion. Second, it reduces the water bill of your house. Third, it can be used for the non-drinking purposes. Fourth, it reduces the demands on groundwater as digging a well is more expensive than the rainwater harvesting. Fifth, in this method we get unchlorined water which is better for your plants in your garden. Now I am going to hand over my speech to Diksha.
Jai Hind ma'am and my dear friends, I am Diksha of class 9th D. For every drop of water you waste, you must know that somewhere on earth someone is desperately looking for a drop of water. Drought is a requiring natural disaster, so we need to make control over our greediness by stopping the activities like deforestation, which is the main cause of the drought. And we also need to prepare ourselves to get unaffected or minimally affected by the activities of the conservation of water by rainwater harvesting so that we can feel moreover less affected in such kind of natural disaster like drought. Thank you. Now I would like to hand over my speech to Lakshya.
Jai Hind to all of you. My name is Lakshya Kumar from Army Public School, Morarkant, Gwalior. To provide immediate relief to farmers, Government of India has taken many steps under disaster management guidelines. Central government encourages states governments technologically and financially through programs such as Accelerated Irrigation Benefit Program, Command Area and Development Program, and Watershed Management Program to manage and develop the natural resources. Measures taken includes diesel subsidy to farmers in affected areas, enhanced seed subsidy to farmers, interventions with appropriate inputs to regenerate water-stressed horticulture crops, implementation of additional fodder development programs, crop contingency plans in the events of late monsoons, SMS services and television programs to educate the farmers, development and management of socio-forestry and agroforestry, development of livestock and dairy industry, reconstructing of cropping patterns, protection of catchment areas of rivers, water management through constructions of canals, dams and barrages. These were the steps taken by Indian government to provide immediate relief from the areas which was affected by drought. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you all of you for being here and watching the explanation of a model. Thank you very much and have a nice day ahead.